Hi guys, welcome back to another edition of Morts and More Moment. We're back in the building. It's the Gentleman Series time.
Yeah. Oh, and today is a matching tie day as well.
Yeah,
just in case.
It just happened.
Are you matching your tie today? If you're not, you're flopping.
I don't know, it just happened. Morts and More though. Morts and More. But anyway, look, make sure you get your Morts and More ties. But that's neither here nor there. Shameless plug. This week, part of the Gentleman Series, we wanted to discuss how to approach women.
Yeah. This is an important one that a lot of guys just ain't getting right.
It's all about the bars. But anyway, no, it's not really about the bars. We had some conversations with a few people. I was like, you know what? Why don't you touch more on the Gentleman Series stuff? Like, we really like those style videos. Like, you guys only ever talk about suits, and I don't wear suits, but I'll do So okay, cool. Here's a video for you, right?
Yeah.
If you're single, that is. Like, this isn't for you if you've got a girl and you've got a wife and you've got kids and stuff. Please, switch this off now.
Yeah.
We don't want you.
You've obviously got this right. You don't need to watch it. I mean, for me, when I approached women, it wasn't about the lines. It wasn't about bars. Any bars, any lyrics. For me, it was all about getting that first bit of rapport. Getting a laugh, and just starting conversation. So, I may come up and say something that's not a line, but that kind of opens the conversation. That's a bit of an icebreaker. And it wouldn't be, I can't even remember the cheesy lines anymore. But it genuinely would be something that would start conversation.
You're on the right tracks, because the thing is, I feel like when it comes to approaching women, right, as a man, you can't start thinking of it as it's some esoteric different space of communication. Literally, approaching women should be the same way you'd approach anybody. Period. So all you got to do is be yourself, right?
Yeah.
Be confident, and you just start speaking to someone. Now, it's, for example, like if you was at work, right, and you used to go to network with someone to ask someone how to do something, you wouldn't start thinking, whoa, what do I say? What if I say?
But you would in a way. But you wouldn't overthink it.
You wouldn't overthink it.
So, I mean...
You wouldn't overthink it. You got... Look, listen, sorry to cut you off, but you go up to them and you say to them, look, I'm so-and-so, this is what I like to do, blah, blah, blah. But potentially, right, you wouldn't say that to a woman, I'm so-and-so, I'd love to date you, blah, blah, blah. But what you would do is you go over there, you'd introduce yourself, you'd be yourself, and you'd try to, like you said before, that word, build rapport.
Yeah. So, right. I mean, now, should I even say this? Back a few years ago, for guys who know anything, I used to read a book called The Game. So, before anybody goes into it wasn't about sleeping with as many girls as possible.
Okay.
It was all about the confidence to just open up that conversation. Now, The Game goes deep. The whole PUA, which is pickup artist thing, goes very deep and is very manipulative. But that wasn't my thing. It was all about going up and actually making sure that you get to speak to the girl that you want to speak to. Now sometimes you have to go about that in a roundabout way. Talk to one of her friends more than you talk to her, and then kind of at the end speak to her, try and get her number, something of that nature. It was about being real, but at the same time you have to come across as somebody different. You don't want to different to most other guys, so you don't want to just go in and seem desperate, but at the same time you don't want to go in like you're arrogant either. So
see, when you say go in and be different to other guys, right? You and yourself are different from other guys because who you are, so you're different anyway. So that's why I say you should always go in and be yourself. Yeah,
but first impressions matter.
They do matter, but like I said, either someone's gonna like you or they aren't.
Agreed.
You see what I'm trying to say?
They have to give you that chance to like it.
Agreed. One thing I would say is, right, like when you look at things like Hollywood and TV, they've given us this sort of false impression of how the approach is supposed to be. Some sort of fairy tale slick line, like boom,
definitely.
Or even not even the slick line, a slick move that's like, oh my god, that was so cool. But the fact of the matter is that's not how it always goes down. Like, I think like 90% of couples that are together, right, it never went down like that. Either they bumped into each other, they knew someone or whatever. It was just like a random conversation, or they worked together and they just got to know each other. But it was never like this whole slick, hey, you drink coffee, I drink coffee too. I drink coffee together. Come on, it's like
I fully admit there are very few times where I was super slick and got a girl's number and actually dated her or something of that nature.
Yeah.
There were times I had to do some real round the bend stuff to kind of get her number, even though I knew she was interested. Girls make it hard for you. So
but that's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, because when you get the number, you know that you have to work for it, and then you know that you're not the 5th guy in that place who got a number because she was an easy work.
Like the worst thing is I haven't even got bars. I've just got conversation, and that's all it is. And I feel like if you're a man in this day and age and you can have conversation, you're better than anyone that comes dropping lines. I kid you not, because you've got so many guys trying to drop these lines that they fall up and pen down in their bedrooms, and then it just sounds pathetic. It just doesn't even sound like real conversation. So just have conversation. Joe, what's an interesting one, right? Because I was gonna say, right, if she's interested in you now, the conversation's gonna flow because she's gonna now converse with you. But sometimes, right, they're a little bit like they want you to work for it. So this is the thing, you have to this is the type of conversation you have to persist with for a little bit, unless there's clear signs that she doesn't want to speak to you.
Yeah.
But if there's like sort of like it's a little bit warm, like keep persisting in the conversation until she opens up a bit more, and then it starts flowing. But yeah. Persist. That's the only thing, you have to persist, because everything inside is going to tell you, you know what, alright, let me get out of here.
You have to be a bit tenacious with it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, sometimes even just a quick one will leave her being like, rah, okay, that guy's interesting. I want to talk to him again. Sometimes just make it quick, don't talk too much. Sometimes talking too much cannot go your way. You know, you may talk yourself out of a number if she thinks you're too desperate. So let the conversation flow. Make sure it's a two-way conversation.
Yeah,
that's the key thing.
Anyway, look, listen. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you gained a lot of knowledge and insight into what it means to be a gentleman, a Morts and More man. And we hope you go forth and you get those numbers.
Listen,
get all those numbers
and let us know.
Let us know
if any of you guys use any of these tips. Find yourself a missus and come in to buy a suit for us before your wedding day. Let us know.
Not even just that, like if you get the number, I want 10% commission.
This is it.
You better pay us.
This is it.
Like, this ain't for free. Yeah. Anyway, well look.
And tell them Morts and More send you.
Tell them Morts and More send you. But look, send your questions in to us at ask@mortsandmore.com. Continue to like, subscribe, and comment on our videos. Yeah. We read every single one. I still need to get back to it. Well, we need to get back to a lot of the comments. And also continue to interact with us on our several social media streams on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yes, sir.
See you next week.
Cool. See you next time.
With cuffs, they stop the trousers from fraying, and supposedly keep them clean. They're wrapped up.
No, we don't need to touch.